All right, here we go. It is time as we begin Thursday. Very excited for everything that is happening. We've got our Underdark campaign and our crew having proven their, let's say, a little bit of their ambassadorial chops, have been officially instated as the ambassadors and the leaders of the Underdark efforts. Currently, the amount of resources invested in them essentially is just them, and they have been putting some of their resources back towards the community with some library improvements. Of course, the general patrol of the Blight Shore done by the Gathered of Grimsh, and of course, there was some defenses improvements made to the city of Rodhold itself. And we've also had Dizzy take an interesting route, trying to begin to know the small, tiny workings of Rodhold, namely a group of children who seem to mostly be on the streets. She began offering them shelter and all types of support within a castle in the Feywild. She began having a portal built as such. Amidst all these things have been rumors of dragons of a dragon of New Haxon, a dragon attack, and generally just the insanity that is the Blight Shore. However, now a very important task lays upon our group. Having been given their first official test that they completed with the Gathered of Groomsh, now the next steps are really up to them. They had done some research, gotten some maps of the area, understood that there was a deeper area of the Underdark that led to the Feydark that Nalfane had a particular interest in as well. And amidst some rumors and a smattering of maps, it is really time for them to begin exploration or choose their first missions here. So I think we're going to find them. We're going to start is what I'm trying to say. Wherever you're watching, you can go ahead and give that sweet, sweet inspiration. Everybody loves it. Everybody appreciates it. It is fun times. As a reminder, it can be used once per encounter. And we're going to get ourselves so today is a bright day in Rodhold, and indeed across the whole Blight Shore. The sun shines very bright, and it glistens off of salt deposits, various crystals brought up from the abyssal depths that are below, slime and darkness that seems to move about the landscape can be clearly seen. In fact, from the vantage point of a certain crew of our characters, they can look out upon the expanse of the Blight Shore and see slithering darkness evading the light. Way far off, there is a rolling tempest of rock and stone with lightning that seems to come sourceless and travel horizontally across. It is by all means a gorgeous, gorgeous day among the Blight Shore for this reason. And in Rodhold itself, there's no abyssal wind today. There is no rain. And so people are about trying to, most of their crews trying to work together the last bit of the acidic power grid. And we can see that there has been more work upon the docks of Rodhold as well, making it a little more defensible from the seas. Well, with all of that, we find, I think, everyone up. Brykern has gathered everyone together. for some corkies and tea that he has arranged on top and near, on top of the earth moat that houses the Corky's chicken coop. Uh, and he's chosen this because you can mostly see the entire Blight Shore. You can just see the Penumbra Mountains from here as well. And it just gives an idea of what is occurring. The tea he is currently serving is a deep green tea that he calls celestial tea, as it seems to contrast yet complete the abyssal chicken of the Corky's cookies, it seems, and it does taste quite wonderfully. And he has gathered and allowed all of you to essentially begin here, providing very soft chairs that Dizzy, you're pretty sure he might have had brought here through the portal um, here from some of the more royal areas, or made especially for this purpose. The table itself actually has a carving on it that looks like the Blight Shore. And you can see, especially among the sea, occasionally the carving moves and a ship appears, and this carving of the ship slowly comes and moves along the coast. Whether or not it is a in real time depiction or not, Brightcurrent has not told you. But he does have this set up. He goes, right. Well, Queen Dizzy and company, it does seem that our next decision must be made if these things are to be successful. And I know personally Queen Dizzy is very interested in making this a strong unit for further alliances. So, what would you all imagine our next step to be now that we've been made the official ambassadorial team?
Absolutely putting down a couple more glasses of this tea. It is delicious. Where did you get this? Because this was definitely not in Rothold prior.
A friend of mine, she claims to have once lived upon Mount Celestia, now within our home realm, and I just told her about the unique culinary opportunities, and she made a tea for me to try out.
Well, send her my compliments. And if you have any extra bags of this, or if you're going to be traveling with us, then I will definitely be looking forward to it.
Oh, her name is Flaliel. I will let her know.
Oh, here, Dizzy, before I forget, I had said I'd make you something out of some of the basilisk leather that I had, because I didn't really have a use for it. And I pull out just like a pixie-sized like basilisk vest.
Oh, yeah, this will work. So I just kind of wrap it around, and I pick up one of these corkies. It's like the size of a car tire, I guess. I'm just kind of like trying to take a bite out of it.
Would you like me to cut that for you?
No, I'm good. I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Silver peers into her cup, and then she looks at Brightcurrent. Is this caffeinated?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then she begins to sip at it.
If we're trying to just go straight into business, I mean, we already have a history with King Harry down in Harry. I know that can be confusing, but King and place are the same name. So we were down there when we found the library not too long ago. So, and they were definitely interested in a trade route. If we just want an easy score, so to speak, that would be a good stop.
Who's King Harry?
The king of the goblin tribe down there. They're kind of nomadic, but they kind of stick to the same area. They kind of just have it's kind of like a tent city, so to speak. so they can set up and break down quickly when adventurers that are not quite as open-minded as Silver and I's old group was, and just come in trying to kill them as opposed to actually having a conversation.
Honestly, so rude.
Didn't we already meet the Goblin King?
But that was Grimlot of the Gathered of Grumsh. This is a different set of goblins, no relation. At least I don't think. I don't know. They never mentioned each other.
How big is this? How big is their kingdom?
I don't know. I didn't see the whole kingdom, but big enough to have a king as opposed to like a chieftain.
Yes, my queen. I've been doing some research. It seems that there's the Gather of Grimps, but there's also many tribes of all types of the peoples of this land, both in the Underdark and above, that have gone together. So, if we want to think in terms of kingdoms, which is what you're mostly used to, think of there could be as many as or as few as 50, as many as 100 kingdoms within the Underdark currently, all made up of various peoples.
And I'll pull out a map and I'll just point to where we found the library. And so it was here by the library where we found it, and it was deep underground into the Underdark. So it's a little bit of travel, but
Dizzy will
for an entrance closer to Rothold, and then make our way there through the Underdark.
Dizzy flies onto the map. All right. How many of these kingdoms have alliances already?
I don't know. I only met King Harry and them for like a day, and not even like a full day. Like, we were greeted by the guard. We kind of stumbled into their area.
Yes, I believe that is why they have made this team, because no one knows. The Underdark has been unexplored for a long time, from what I can understand, and no one quite knows what is going on down there.
Silver, is King Harry your king?
No, I don't have a king. I wasn't raised goblin, so.
What does that mean?
She was an orphan.
Yeah. Silver like eats a corky, and like she's talking talking about it like very casually, as if like it's a normal thing to be an orphan here in Rothold.
Sort of is.
Kind of
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I'm an orphan too.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Well, there were lots of us, goblins in the orphanage. There were a few others. There was this one Aarakocra I met, but he left the city. I don't know where he is now. But yeah, I was left at the orphanage, and they said, like, there was a letter, and it said that my name was Ag, and I learned at one point that AG is can also mean silver, and it sounded really cooler than Ag, so I've been calling myself that since then. Apparently Rip didn't know that.
What if it's Og?
We talked about it. It could be Og. I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. I don't speak Goblin.
Well,
Oh, I do. Is it Og?
So the thing with goblin names is that mostly they're whatever sound the mother makes as they're pushing out the child is usually where the name comes from. So as far as they do their best with spelling, it's just sort of how it goes.
So in fact, it could have just been. Ah! Ah!
Sorry.
Brightburn, this furniture, where did you get it?
Oh, into one of the castles, one of the palaces.
This is here.
Yeah, there's
From-
no palace.
From home.
Oh, wait. So the portal's working.
I volunteered to test it. I do
Did it
believe
work?
they. I did end up in a swamp, but
Yeah.
I was able. But yeah, basically works. Trying to get it to go. Apparently, because of the nature of our home, we're still trying to make it go to a set place. So there's definitely places where you would die fairly quickly, even any of us. Just trying to get it, and it's really trying to get it into a really, to me, I think we need to aim for it to go to one of 5 locations as opposed to one of 100.
So the kids aren't through it yet.
No.
Well, how long is that?
I don't believe it would be safe. I don't know. They've been working on it, and I'm not a portal maker, Mike.
Well, here's the thing: the Cerberus, they're gonna come eventually, and they're probably gonna attack again. So I'd like to get those kids back home. Yeah, the kids.
What kids?
My kids.
The Queen has adopted several of the youth of the city.
You
Just
adopted some of
adopting
the
orphans?
orphans?
Yeah, I adopted them.
How much money do you have?
I'm a queen. I have all the money in the Feywilds.
Okay.
And they're not gonna have to worry about where their next meal's coming from, and they'll have shoes.
Yeah.
Why are you concerned about shoes? You don't even wear the ones I make for you.
I get busy.
Too busy to wear shoes? That doesn't even make sense.
All right. So
Sometimes.
let's lay it all out. Let's figure out everything that's going on. We've got the Cerberus attacking Rothold. We've got
So who told us that?
my kids,
Your orphans.
my children.
The previous
Technically, he has a
orphans.
child.
How reliable is their information? Did you vet
Actually,
any of
really
it?
good. In fact, they were the ones who pointed out the fact of how you can discover footprints made by the Cerberus
By checking the mud?
by looking for a certain shape in the footprint. Rip. I thought you were a tracker. You didn't know that?
I mean, I don't usually have to track people.
Hmm.
So
Well,
what is
they
this
gave me
shape
that
they
information.
supposed- That seems really like something that, like as smart as the Cerberus is, they wouldn't leave something so easily identifiable on the bottom of their boot prints.
Well, that's the thing. It's not easy to identify. It took children to notice it. Every adult that I have met has never noticed it. It was the kids.
What I'm saying is that having any kind of identifiable mark that would point to them as Cerberus assemblymen seems kind of suspicious.
Oh, my understanding simply is that it is a simple make of shoe that is more common from where they come from. It is not a symbol. You can simply see that it is
A
not a
particular
common.
tread?
Indeed.
Yes. And they have a reason to notice these things since they were on the run from them.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
helped most of them out. I don't know
Really?
where this new batch came from.
Wait, you helped most of them out? Because they were living on the street.
Look, I can't keep track of every rascal that wants to hide about in places I don't fit. But when they stole those magic items and Tekel ended up having to break a bunch of them to keep people safe, yeah, they were looked after for a time. I can't help if they didn't stay where they were.
Well, they are now royalty of the Feywilds.
Good on them.
Hmm.
We just have to get them home.
Yes. And so that is where we're working as quickly as we can for a permanent portal, my queen. But yes, there was, I believe from what my queen told me, there is some worry that these assemblymen are here still searching for the children and some devices that they still carry upon their person. And I believe that they talked of a dragon attack, did they not, my queen?
Yes, that's where we learned of the dragon.
And where did it attack?
Oh, it attacked in Rodhold.
Bit north of the city.
Yeah, Rip, remember when that dragon was just appeared one day?
Yeah, this happened. This was pre-campaign, the last campaign. This was part of the prelude and background of the last campaign that a dragon had come.
Oh, okay. I genuinely don't remember a dragon. Rip's lived here for his whole life. I don't remember a dragon attack.
I vaguely remember it. Like to the vaguest amount that I remember we mentioned it, but then it got like buried into the whole like all of the Cerberus assembly related stuff that either it was caused by something that was used by one of the orphans or it came because of it.
Yeah. So the Cerberus had a bunch of magic items from Tikal, and so my children managed to grab some of these items off of the Cerberus. But it's possible the Cerberus is still around the area. Right now, we're kind of keeping the kids safe until the portal goes open.
Yeah, Tikal also said that there's probably a chance they're still lurking about because that's what they do. Now that I think about it, they're kind of like cockroaches. You never can get rid of them.
Oh, you can get rid of them. You just need a bomb. We need bombs, Silver.
What is a bomb?
I made one.
You did?
Yeah, but it's kind of small.
Okay, so how about this? I can take the bomb, I'll fly over Rothold, and the moment I see the Cerberus, I drop it.
Wouldn't that harm people of Rothold?
I didn't think of that. That's why you're here.
So the
Like
Cerberus
I
is
said,
still
it's a very small bomb.
the Cerberus is still in town. So you're telling me now it's not just the Myriad, but the Cerberus have still somehow managed to keep their claws sunk in here. Does that mean that those pirates are still around too, and we just haven't heard about them yet?
Oh, the pirates.
Oh no, Tikal said that there was a change in leadership.
Right. I don't know what that means, though.
Yeah, neither do I.
Like a positive change?
Who can say? Could be worse.
All right. Well, I guess that's something to deal with another day when Tikal has more information for us. But if we want at least nearly guaranteed alliance, King Harry was already open to it because we had proposed it to him when we were first there, before we had even become official liaisons of Rothold. And there is something I want to look into out in that woods related to my wolfism.
Yeah.
So if you guys are up for it, we get a win summation on my condition, and then we can come back and see if there's any more information on this dragon that has been verified by more than just your children.
Well, I mean, we know where the dragon is. We just don't know what the dragon looks like. That's the problem.
Or
And-
how strong it is.
Well, that too.
Because I'm also not keen on fighting another dragon.
Oh, I fought dragon. I actually killed a dragon once.
Cool. Yeah, I was there for a dragon's death. I'd rather not. And I saw it kill my friend, so I'd rather not fight another dragon, at least for a time being.
I don't want to be killed by one, at least within like the next week
Come on, you
or
guys.
month.
Guys, there are 3 of us and 1 of him.
How many of us were there last time, Rip? 6? 7? Oh, Jonathan's talking.
All I know is those are good odds. Those are probably some of the best odds you can get.
The odds, I blanked.
Yeah.
Odds for
3
what?
of us. 3 of us, 1 of him.
One of who?
The dragon.
Okay, Dizzy. I don't think you're understanding the trauma that Silver and I have currently with dragons.
And
Yeah, but-
basilisks.
But there's 3 of us.
Yeah, and there were 7 of us, and Silver still died.
But there's 3 of us.
3 is less than 7.
3 is not even half of 7.
And 1 isn't even half of 3.
I don't think your mathing is mathing there.
I wasn't right. I think I'm right. Isn't? Breaker, what's half of 3?
I'm pretty sure that is 7, my queen.
7. Okay. Yeah, so it's not even 7. So if we have 3 people going up against 1 measly dragon, I mean,
I don't- The fact that you're using the word measly and dragon in the same sentence
I wouldn't
is
ordinarily.
astounding to me.
Only because there's only 1 of
Because
them.
I've never heard anybody regard any aged dragon as measly.
Well, that's because you've never met someone like me who has slayed a dragon.
You know, I think you're confusing your time in your world and what it's actually like here on the material plane.
Oh no, it was in the material plane. I killed a dragon in the material plane. It was I don't really remember what kind of dragon, but it was a big dragon.
Everything is big to you, Dizzy. Are you sure it wasn't a lizard?
To be fair, I was a satyr at the time.
So you can just shape change?
No. That would be crazy, Rip.
That's
Come on.
ridiculous.
Okay, so if we go to Harry, right? If we go to the kingdom of Harry, we offer some contracts, try to sit down, have a formal meal. Should we send a letter up ahead to let them know we're coming? Is that the correct procedure?
We're the letter.
Oh,
We're supposed
we're
to be clearing a path through the Underdark to avoid the weathers of the Blight Shore so that we can open up a trade route with them.
okay. That I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Above ground travel, as you've seen, is quite dangerous. What with those,
Basilisks.
well, the basilisks and
So
those giant like bird creatures. I forget their name. Gloomstalkers.
we're going underground, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
how many things are under the ground?
I don't even know what you mean by that question.
Like you said, we have to clear the underground to get to Harry. So
Yeah,
how
yes,
many
you have to-
things are underground?
I
We don't know yet.
So when
It
you
is-
guys took this job, he didn't say like kill 10 of these things.
This isn't like a tally board like who gets the most kills. It's we need to find and establish a safe passageway from Rothold, or at least closer to Rothold, to Harry.
Okay, but
Which
okay, so
we have yet to find an entrance to the Underdark yet.
So there might be just one goblin down there, right?
Between Rothold and Harry?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's goblins that really is what we're clearing out.
What are we clearing
Goblins
out?
is who we're trying to make alliances with because they're actually sentient. It's the monsters that we're trying to clear out. Hook horrors and aberrations and crawlers and ropers and the piercers, the things that fall from the ceilings.
Well, that's like 5 things. I was talking about killing one thing, but if we're gonna kill 5 things, this is my kind of job.
If it's the number of things you want to kill, this is definitely the job for you. If you're just trying to knock down a collection list, so to speak, of things you've killed, this is where you want to go.
No. I just think it's more dangerous, and I think that's a good idea because that will show how serious we are.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
No. I don't even know what that means.
It means you like doing crazy stuff.
No.
You get excited when you're in dangerous situations?
No.
I don't know. You just sounded excited about it being a potentially more dangerous situation.
Well, no, I just think they'll think it's a very legit thing if we go there and say, "Oh, we cleared out 5 things," as opposed to clearing out one measly dragon.
There's that word again. But yeah, there's going to be potentially many things that we will not be able to communicate with because they aren't brilliant, and so we'll have to either relocate them or put them down so that way we can have a safe passageway to and from Harry through the Underdark.
Okay. I'll take another bite of the corky.
It's like a crumb.
Just spills everywhere.
Silver has already poured like her 3rd cup of tea from this whole conversation.
I'll just take a dive into the glass of tea.
Oh, beautiful forms, Queen. All right. So your plan is sounds like Harry?
Yes.
We're clearing out a path to Harry.
To Harry, yep.
Uncharted
is there anything
territory.
we need before we we should definitely pack some stuff. I can feed us while we're under there with my magic. That's not an issue. But question: does Goodberry also basically nourish in regards to water, or is that solely food? Because it just says sustain a creature for the day, enough nourishment to sustain a creature for one day.
I usually do food.
Okay. So we need some kind of way to transport water, whether we, have to buy a donkey or something to carry some barrels of water for us, or maybe Takel has some kind of water, maybe there's a water version of that mud thing that we gave him. That would be useful. And then we're gonna need light.
Well,
Can you guys make light? I don't remember.
I can make water through I could generate a cloud of rain.
Oh, okay. So then we just need a bucket.
Well, actually, I don't know if I can actually do that.
Well, can you or can't you?
No, I cannot.
Okay, so might need a donkey to get bucket to carry water for us, and then hopefully, there's got to be water in the Underdark, otherwise the creatures would die. But we still need something to carry it in.
I can get us honey.
And then we're gonna need torches of some sort because we don't want to be traveling necessarily in full darkness.
Oh, right.
Or something similar. Because I know I have I can see in the dark, but some things like to hide and are even difficult to see in the grays that you can see in the dark. I heard stories of these rangers once that if you could only see in the gray spectrum with no light, you couldn't see. I think they were like assassins or something. It was crazy.
Spooky.
Okay.
I have a lantern. I don't really have torches.
So then we'll need oil, or we can
have
see if
oil.
Takel has stuff potentially.
True.
So, when do we want to leave? Does
Right
everybody
now.
have enough? Wait, well, we'd still be talking to Kel first, but what time of day is it? As we're just here sipping tea and eating corkies. I can't hear you. Nope.
All right. It would be the morning.
Morning. Okay. I mean, so potentially we could start looking for a way into the Underdark today. Let's stop at Takel, see if he has anything that can help us while we're under there. And
If we can trust him.
Did you say if we can trust Takel?
Yes, if we can trust him.
What reason would you have for not trusting Takel?
Okay, so the Cerberus had magic items from Tikal.
What do you mean they had? No. The Cerberus's magic items and broke them after some kids died.
No. The Cerberus had magic items that belonged to Tikal.
Well, he is a magic dealer. He sells magic items. We have
To the
items from
Cerberus?
Takel. You realize he just has a shop, right? Like I don't think he discriminates as to who he sells with, assuming they haven't broken laws.
I mean, I feel like maybe if you're part of an organization that's hunting down kids and stuff, maybe you shouldn't sell to them, but maybe
Do you
things work different.
That the Cerberus is hunting these kids?
Yeah.
Could you show me?
Well, yeah, if you want to meet them.
Not if we're planning on leaving right now.
Well, I just mean we should just be careful about what we tell Tikal.
This is a mission that he's sending us on.
Right. So we should make him believe we're doing it.
Well, you pretend all you want. I'm going to actually do the job.
Exactly. Just like that.
Yeah, I would like to head down to Takel's. So right below us.
Yeah, sure. What are you looking for Decal here?
Some kind of renewable water source potentially, or a bucket that can hold a lot of water. Some kind of.
Okay, so he definitely can hook you up with a bucket of water holding.
No, I don't want his 5 silver pieces.
This is literally what you had just asked me for. You said a bucket that could hold a lot of water. He's giving you his bucket of water holding. These are the types of things that he just has. He's got them. So it can hold 50 gallons of water.
Ooh.
Does it come with a lid?
I can.
And does it weigh like if I'm carrying 50 gallons of water?
No, it just weighs 20 pounds all the time.
Heavy for a bucket of water, but okay.
Well, it has 50 gallons, Rip.
Seriously.
Wait, hold on. All the time? So if there's no water in it, it's still 20 pounds?
Yeah. That's how a bag of holding works. That's how the bucket of water holding works. Bag of holding weighs 50 pounds if empty, 50 pounds if full.
Oh my goodness.
Because I had to look this up, and I want you to know this, Jonathan. According to this wiki answers thing. 50 gallons of water can weigh about 417 pounds. So the fact that it only weighs 20 is pretty great.
Thank you.
And then like some kind of ever burning torch potentially, because the Underdark, as the name says, is dark.
Wait.
Really?
Maybe-
You just can't light a torch.
Yeah,
Like, that's seriously a problem.
So remember the whole weight limit issue? If I carry enough torches to light from here till I get to Harry, like, I'm not going to be able to move at all. Torches do have weight to them, believe it or not.
He just looks very disappointed in you. Yeah, let me give him something, and he'll come out with a metal rod. He's like, "Here you go. Just bang it, and it'll light up."
So I hit it against my hand.
It lights up,
I hit it against my hand again.
and it zoom, goes off.
It's a lightsaber.
It's essentially the light cantrip on the rod.
Fair enough.
Takal, so what if we get caught and someone inspects this bucket and they like, oh, hey, this bucket's only 20 pounds. But then they realize there's 50 gallons of water in it. Sounds like to me you're setting us up.
Stares at you. You are tricky. I'll take it back. That's quite the mind you have.
Just looking
no,
out for
we
the
need the water.
Yeah, it's Silver kind of like scoots her arms around the bucket to hold it. It's like, it's a really nice bucket.
But those water thieves. You do need to be careful.
That's right.
Um,
How many water thieves are we gonna run into?
Under the ground? All over the place. Water is very scarce under the ground. Not that we're going under the ground.
yeah, we're totally not going into the Underdark. And I wink at Dizzy, and I'm just shaking my head at Takel, like, anything else your students have made that would potentially be useful down there? Actually, do we have rope in case there are any? Let me double check. Do I have rope? I only have 50 feet.
I had a rope, but we left it.
Yeah. So I saw the Discord there. Basically, he's not had a lot of time to develop magical stuff based on everything else. So
Got
one
it.
thing we haven't said, like no one has said, developing the magical economy or developing the economy here. It's all
Okay.
been very much public service,
Yeah.
libraries to this. There's been no like market stuff. Anything he has been doing, his enchantments have been more towards fixtures of the town, like to make the town like run better and
Yeah.
possibly lighting there. So that he just because I geeked out, he just hasn't made anything like that because
Mhm.
he's been busy doing public works.
Yeah.
So that could
Um,
be something like when you come back, we do another like, hey, what's going on? Hey, we'd
Yeah.
like this to be seen as a way to potentially.
For sure. Do you have like this is gonna sound odd, but a collapsible ladder and a collapsible pole? Look, I'm just trying to be prepared in the Underdark.
No one actually has
Yes.
that in their engineering kits.
Collapsible ladders and poles don't come in that. I mean, I can just go find a 10-foot pole.
I mean, I
What
fly.
if,
I don't
what,
really.
what if there's a tight corner that I can't get the pole past?
That would be standard equipment. So
Okay.
you can get a collapsible pole and collapsible ladder.
I'm just thinking back to Tonk's door and how useful that was.
Cool. Oh, did you just add a pole of collapsing?
Okay.
Did you just add a pole of collapsing?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. I was looking, did you not get a... Interesting.
Did I not get a what?
Usually you get a dungeoneering kit or a priest kit or something like that from your background. I was trying to see if you had something like that.
I mean, I've got the mess kit, and then like I had bought some other common stuff because like I have so many toolkits.
Okay.
Torches like I didn't buy more of because I didn't need it for the most part. I've got the rope, the rations.
Okay. Good. All right. Awesome.
Okay. We got the water situation situated. I guess we can head out. Takal, do you have any idea where there might be an entrance to the Underdark near here? Or should we just kind of check out the pits to see if maybe something leads down in there? Because if we're going to Harry, I'd prefer something closer, but if that's the closest we got, then it is what it is.
As a note too, it does look like Silver has a hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Oh, then we need oil if we're going to use that as well.
Yeah, which you can get.
Yeah.
They've got a bell and string.
I need to buy a new rope though because I kind of left our rope back in the when we were doing the trial.
I'm also going to buy another rope so I can have two.
Yeah, it's easy enough to get standard equipment.
I'd like to do a quick investigation.
Yeah, looking for what?
Any sign that the Cerberus has been here?
Billy, I make an investigation check.
That is a 9.
Okay. So, yeah, looking around, you do not see any of the type of shoe that was described to you by the children.
Takao,
Yeah,
can I see your shoes?
don't have shoes.
You don't?
No. I got rough feet. I go with, I like the free roaming, breathing feet.
Do his feet look dirty?
Very.
Okay. 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 This guy did that Larry David thing.
He's looking okay. TV's like, what's this about my feet? I don't. Okay.
So I bought 2 things of rope, and I bought so I now also have a total of 10 flasks of oil, so we don't run out.
Absolutely. The other thing is, if you're there, you can have Takel definitely can hook you up just for like your mission and being nice. Well, actually, I'll say this: you can actually you can get your scrap for half price with Takel at any time.
Our scrap?
Silver.
Oh.
Oh, awesome.
Because Silver uses scrap for her class.
Gotcha.
Then, I will.
Yeah. The other thing you might want to think of Silver, I don't know how much gold you have or not, but again, you get any standard equipment here. So remember, with your class abilities, that means that you can regularly use things like Alchemist Fire and get all your abilities on Alchemist Fire, including Sneak Attack, as well as Holy Water and any type of improvised thing you could
Acid.
Yeah. So you could spend some money and get some interesting weaponry here.
Or if you make new flasks for them, the sling to get sling damage plus the Alchemist Fire plus the feature.
Also, Jonathan, I took Catapult as one of my spells.
Oh, nice.
When I was studying. So the idea of just like yeeting something into them was very appealing.
I think with Catapult, you want to get your sneak.
No, Catapult, there's no sneak.
Nah.
You're like, I can't hit them! But they're like super like low decks. Like they're just heavily armored but low decks, then Catapult would work. For at least the acid.
It's up to you. All right. So, any other equipment buying? Make sure everyone has their chance. Okay. So I'm going to start this. I think because I don't want to have to spend this time when it comes to standard equipment, meaning anything that is in the standard player's guide equipment. Frankly, you can just have it spend the gold when you want to use it. It's not that big of a deal. We might do a scene out of it in the moment because it could be kind of fun if it's useful.
Okay.
But we would just say like, hey, when I was here, I bought some rope or whatever. It's not like a big deal necessarily because you do have your encumbrance. Unless there's specific things you want to get that you think just for whatever reason. Like spell components, it's good to get ahead of time. But
does Takel keep labels on his potion bottles?
He doesn't have the stuff displayed necessarily. All of his stuff is behind locked cabinets. Like, so it's impossible to know what he has by looking.
Can I? No. Okay.
Yeah. So the way his shop is like basically there's the counter and there's like really just a small like 2 foot wide or 2 foot long by like 10 foot wide space where you would ask him for stuff, he'd go in the back and bring it out.
Okay. I'll ask him for a file of love.
A filter of love?
Yeah.
Nope. I break all those when I get them.
Oh, Dizzy. I guess you're not aware. charming magic is very frowned upon here in Rothold, so those items like that are not sold in Rothold.
Why not?
Because charming magic is not allowed, or is very frowned upon. Like, you can get into serious trouble for forcing somebody to do things against their will with magic.
That's like all of my magic.
What are you talking about? I've never
Nothing.
seen you charm anybody.
Right, I've never done that.
Right.
Okay.
Did you want to do your insight check? You can still.
Yeah, it was where's my insight? It was only 9. I keep rolling 9.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Rick Reed says what he said.
You should join the mighty.
Wow, this is not the biggest selection of stuff for a magic shop, but
It was a magic shop. It's just my shop.
well, you sell magic, don't you?
I also sell cookies.
Yeah.
I don't have a big selection of cookies. You're not. Anyway.
So you-
complaining about the lack of cookie selection.
This you need more cookies is what I'm hearing from that. And I can hook you up, actually.
Oh no. He goes, yes. We
Look.
don't this I'm more of you could call this more of a quartermaster situation. I keep crap that people should not have out of their hands.
All right.
And I try to break it as soon as I can.
Yeah,
And,
that's great.
and give you the safety things. So this isn't, nor has it ever been, a magic shop.
Right. It's a
Well, I
magic
mean,
shop.
once
That's-
once upon a time, you took
No,
some
I
sort of
had some
things.
tables before you all ruined my life.
Wait, I don't even know who you are. So
Yes, I mean, right. I was talking to them.
okay, so how about this? How about I trade you? I have in my satchel 60 gold worth of stuff. You give me something of equal or less value.
Rip's just shaking his head. Shouldn't have said less.
He puts a regular bucket. He's like, put it in.
Okay.
Silver comes over with a small box, and it's just full of just like scrap junk. And she has like, I don't know, like a grease handprint on like her face. She's like, I found some stuff. I have some ideas. And then she takes some gold and puts it on the table. And I'm essentially buying 2 sets of my scrap materials to make 2 other things. So, because I'm getting it for half, it's just 10 gold.
Yep, perfect. All right. Give me 1 second. All right.
So to give me a bucket.
To put your stuff in, and then he's if you put your 60 gold worth of stuff in, he'll start looking at things.
Okay. How about we do it at the same time?
he's going to insist you put the stuff in the bucket so he can kind of see it, but then you can make the exchange at the same time.
I like surprises, though. Couldn't I persuade you?
Make a persuasion check.
All right. 25.
Good. That's Because he'll explain what he gives you when he. So the big thing, he's going to check after the exchange. Are you giving him 60 gold with stuff?
Technically.
Technically. What is technically?
Technically means I spent 60 gold on it.
Oh, jeez. My gosh. Okay.
It's just buttons, string, and pieces of ripped clothing that I bought off the orphans for 60 gold.
That's fine.
Did a good thing for the kids. Immediately rips off the shop owner.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. You have your other checks might be a lot harder with him going forward.
I don't think
For
she's
Dizzy.
I think she still is convinced he's evil, so she might plot to like blow him up at some point, but otherwise I don't think she is.
Okay, perfect. All right, so go 1, 2, 3,
Mhm.
and he make the exchange, and he looks at it. Oh my gosh, laughs a little bit, and puts it on the table, and you see there is a makeup kit and a bell given you.
Okay.
All right. So the bell will ring when there's no magic. And the makeup you can use to make yourself look like a different type of creature. Maybe fiend or undead. I'm putting in mid game. You're getting morbid makeup and anti-magic bell.
All right. All right, so she will head on out with Breaker.
Okay.
And just say, Breaker, real quick. So that's not a magic shop. So I think what we could do is bring somebody from home to set up a real magic shop.
Well, my queen, I believe we'd have to put in the correct forms with the with the councilman in charge of magic here.
Shouldn't be a problem. I'm friends with Peppy. Isn't she on that committee?
No, there's one councilman who's in charge of that.
Okay. Who do we have to kill?
Takao.
Okay. We just need to get rid of him.
I don't think we should.
I'm just
My
looking
my
at
queen,
the pair of them.
Is that not how it's done here?
my queen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. You may have to make a choice here. If you want this place to be an alliance, I don't think we should go around killing the council members.
Right.
If, however, you wish to take it over, then certainly we can assassinate the leadership.
Oh,
So it's totally up to you whether we are alliances or we're conquerors.
I'll sleep on it.
So
Just their arms
that's-
crossed,
yeah.
finger tapping, like you realize you're saying these things out loud, right?
Yeah.
Well, Why should I even continue traveling with you as your consort, like, convening to murder my friend?
Whoa,
Whoa,
no,
whoa.
no.
My queen's right. We're simply having a conversation. Do you not have conversations?
Yeah.
Not about murdering people in front of their friends.
Oh, you're boring.
I think it's called being civilized.
Wait, we're talking about homicide?
Sort of, I guess. I don't really know. I just think we were having a conversation. Breaker was trying to teach me the ways of the material world, and I'm just trying to learn my way around. I mean, where I'm from, you know, if you want to take something, you just take it.
I thought you've been on this plane for a while. You said you killed a dragon
literally
20 minutes
It
ago.
was 100 years ago. Okay, I mean, what do I really
How
remember?
old are you?
Hundreds of years, apparently.
You say that as if you don't know yourself.
I mean, after the first 100 or so, you just stop counting, Silver.
No, I'm 101. I plan on keeping count.
Oh, well, you'll lose it eventually.
Yeah, hopefully from old age, where I'm old and senile.
Right. Do you wish to be talking about age, or do you want to get moving? It seems like you have a habit of getting distracted and getting conversations off topic, Riparian.
He does.
Listen here,
It's
Breaker,
a lot
I
of
don't like
fun,
your
though.
tone.
It's okay. Look, that's why Breaker's here. Okay, I admit I don't understand this world at all. So when I say things, just remember that I'm a tourist, and I sometimes have to talk. See, that's why Breaker's here. If Breaker wasn't here, I would have just gone out and done something, and I might have completely screwed up the whole alliance thing.
This is true. I am here as her advisor to let her know how you materialists work.
I'm learning, Rip. You got to help me learn. So
Fair
it's
enough.
off
Don't
limits
talk about
to
murdering
touch.
my friends, please.
I didn't realize you were friends.
Please, actually, just don't plan to murder my friends. How about that?
I didn't know
Don't,
you
don't
were
even
friends.
think about it.
I didn't know you were friends, but now that I know, I will make sure I do not talk about that in front of you again.
Yeah, see, there's that whole not understanding. Let's go, Shade. Just start walking towards the gates.
He is a weird one, isn't he?
He's very strange. I like him, though.
Speaking of thinking about murder, how are we going to murder the evil beasties that are going to attempt to murder us down in the Underdark?
Right.
I'm thinking we could light them on fire.
They don't like fire?
Well, I was thinking lighting them on fire because then you get the boom of light because of fire, and
Ooh.
also it will do damage.
I could do a fairy fire.
That will make them pretty sparkly, though. Oh, Rip! I learned a new spell.
I'm not there unless you followed after
Wait,
me.
I think everyone was
Okay.
walking with.
We're all walking.
Yeah.
What spell did you learn now? Is it more or less dangerous than the last ones?
It depends on your point of view.
Is it gonna damage my room any more than the last ones?
If I do it in your room, yes.
Okay,
if I
so
do it
then
outside
just
of your room,
refrain from
no.
doing it in my room then. What's the spell?
Well, I take a little icicle and then it becomes big. And then it
And
stabs
then you
into
beat
something.
somebody with it? So it's
No.
like a big dagger.
You stab it into them. You don't beat them over the head with it.
So you conjure a sword.
No, more like a javelin.
Oh, cool. I wasn't understanding. You were like I make berries and yeah. I've never flung magic at people before.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that comes in handy.
I hope so too.
Maybe. How long does that icicle last?
Well, the icicle melts.
Oh,
But I
that was it.
have some frost cantrips, so I can make a few more.
Oh, I was just thinking like maybe if we need to, you could make us like a pseudo ladder with icicle shards, but I guess not.
No.
In case this ladder doesn't reach.
So where are we going?
Harry.
Well, we need to find an entrance to the Underdark, nearer to Rothold, preferably. But that's the goal. Initially, is we have to find our way in to Rothold, or not into Rothold, sorry, into the Underdark.
Should be simple enough.
I think there's an there would be an entrance in the Miscast Pit, but that's kind of far comparably. So we should try for a little bit closer than that. Just so that there's basically we want an entrance that is no more than like a day's travel from Rothold, preferably. Like we were doing initially, like the whole point of this is to avoid the weather of the Blight Shore. That way, on a good day, they can be like, okay, it's a good day, and we can travel that one day and get here.
Cool. So do we just need to look for it?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of open plains up until the Penumbra Mountains, so it's gonna likely be a cavern just leading further down. So there's not going to be anything that really points its way out.
Who's spelunking?
So I guess, well, we know it's not going to be within, well, I guess technically it could be, but the likelihood of it being within a mile of Rothold is very unlikely. So I guess let's walk out a bit and along the road, and then we can kind of start doing a sweeping paths, so to speak, like to the left of the road, and then maybe if we don't find anything that day, check the right of the road, and so on and so forth. What do you guys think? Just so that we don't potentially miss anything.
Yeah, I'll scout from above.
Oh, okay. Just remember, be wary of the Gloomstalkers. Wouldn't want you getting. Oh, so they're. I guess you don't remember. The giant, like, flying creatures that were chasing the elephants, the mammoths. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, my friend.
They could literally swallow you whole.
Oh.
So just be attentive if you're going to be up there flying by yourself.
Got it. I will use a stealth trick that I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the one that I used?
It might be similar to the one you use.
Shadows from the Shadowfell to silence and hide our steps?
It's more like a no trace, but still pass by flight.
Oh, sure. Cool. So yeah, basically traveling along the road for a bit, and then gonna start just doing day by day checking, you know. Square mile at a time for entrances to the Underdark.
Yeah. So yeah, well, so you were able to get some maps and such things. Like, you do have information on these. So you can go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
Ooh, so I have new maps. Nice. And I'm still, as I'm out here, I'm always adding to like my map that I had started making when we first went into the mountains. All right. 24.
Um, traveling, it's a little ways, about a day's travel from Rodhold, and you come upon. um, Again, it is nice weather today, so you travel for the rest of the day, and there is, you see essentially what seems to be an odd black obsidian outcropping, and moving around and kind of excavating this with the highest survival check that you got here. You basically get extra effect here. Moving around debris, and Biker even helps you break some of the obsidian here. You reveal a worked metal that it seems some of the obsidian has formed on. And it is a symbol of a large maw of teeth surrounded by chains.
What on earth? Is there any like writing on it at all?
From what you can tell here, it looks like there was writing in stone at one point. Like you would guess that just by the way some of this formation is, but has long been worn away and is unreadable.
Got it. Have you guys seen anything like this before? You recognize this iconography?
Does
I think is the word.
Does it look like the thing that Nalfane was looking for?
Compared to Nalfane's map and the essentially artistry and some symbolism the chain seems to be depicted in the same way. However, his map does not have a toothy maw upon it.
Well, maybe it's kind of the same weapon, but different.
A weapon?
Oh yeah, Nalfine has this map of like a treasure and stuff. It's like a chain.
Ooh, treasure maps are fun.
Yeah, it's something, and I think that I guess is like down in the underdark.
Oh,
so
well,
multiple birds, one stone.
Yes, I think that's how the saying goes. I guess I'll just take like a quick like sketch of this and like mark it like onto my map.
Okay.
Just to have it there to potentially look into it further, like back at the library when we get back. And then there's not an entrance here, is there?
I mean, you don't see anything else besides this.
Yeah. So then
though your map says to entrance, this seems to be where the entrance should be.
Oh, okay, got it. Then don't have one. I'm gonna just kind of in a circle around this thing, kind of start trying to like dig my heel into the ground to see if there's potentially like grassroots kind of like grew over the entrance. Or actually, I'll pull out the pole of collapsing and I'll try to like use it to kind of like press into the thing to see if it like goes deeper. Like if I happen to break through, it's like, oh,
So all around here is covered in obsidian.
Oh.
Around it about 50 feet.
Oh, geez, that's a lot of obsidian. Okay. Can I? And was this thing raised at all compared to the rest of it? Like, does it look like it would have been a marker?
It could have been.
So I guess I'll stand up on it and just kind of like do a scan around to see if there's anything that looks like it could have been stairs, and maybe the obsidian kind of quote unquote grew over it, or
make a perception
pattern
check
from an overhead view.
Yeah.
Let's do the GM Baylor die. 13 plus 10 for 23.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything while this is happening?
Yeah. Probably flying around, getting some bearings of the nearby area, see if this place is guarded.
All right. Silver?
And I have two ideas. I'm going to leave it up to chance. It's odds. So Silver's going to be playing fetch with a piece of obsidian with Shatter Strike. Just like, Shatter Strike! Look at it! And he's going to float on over. He's going to pick it up. He's going to float on back and plop it down.
Amazing. Okay. Looking here. Rip, as you begin investigating this area and looking, you're trying to see if there was obsidian covered stairs. Looking very closely, you see that around the chain there seems to be a very, very thin seam. And slightly pressing, it seems as though it could move around the maw here.
Yeah.
But it seems to be stuck. Like it's not easily moving.
Oh, sweet. I get to use my handy dandy crowbar.
Absolutely. Make an athletic check with advantage.
Let's go.
Or you can do Thieves' Tool proficiency because of the crowbar.
I don't have Thieves' Tool, so I'll just athletics or just straight strength.
Athletics.
Man, what is it with me and getting 1s and 3s when I roll with advantage? So that's a whole 11.
Amazing.
Your dice have not been kind to me.
With 11, you try to force it. It seems stuck.
Silver, I think there's a locking mechanism or something potentially here. Can you take a look at it? I couldn't force it open.
Oh, okay.
You can do a lockpick check if you want, Silver.
Ooh. And that is my Dex plus proficiency, correct?
Yeah.
Or is it sleight of hand?
It'll be sleight of hand with advantage if you have the original Thieves' Tools.
28.
Okay. So, Silver, you take out your crowbar and start to move it as you look at Rip. Like, what are you doing, Rip? And there are several bolts of this metal that do seem to be rusted. You're able to take your file and crowbar, lift it up, and kind of shave off the rust, unseize it, and then you push, and as you move the symbol of the chain around, the maw itself begins to descend and break apart into metal stairs. And parts of this breaker helps you, and you both kind of push as it seems to be tearing down like rock in different formations. You feel like it goes down maybe another 10 feet before this mechanism gets totally stuck. And you can see that where this once was probably a pit that went down, there is now stalactites and various formations that are blocking it from going down all the way. But it is enough to sort of like squeeze through and potentially to repel, or depending on what type of technique you want to use here. Certainly some of you could fly down.
Well, Rip, I think you were trying to turn it the wrong way. You're muted.
Well, I just saw a seam. I tried one way and then called you over. It is what it is.
She's gonna, like, pat you on the arm and be like, it's almost like you loosened it for me. Sure.
How far down does it look like it goes? If we can even tell.
More than 60 feet.
Okay. Well, I will pull out my handy dandy climber's kit, because we were going into the underdark, so I figured it might come in handy. And I will set a piton and begin climbing down.
Very good. In that case, Breaker War, climb down. Anything else? Are you flying down? I'm assuming dizzy.
You never told me what I found.
I'm sorry. Say what you were doing again. I apologize.
I was checking around the surrounding area when you asked what we were
Oh,
doing.
as a lookout. Thank you. I apologize. Give me a perception check.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah. Going above the area, you see this obsidian circle that is around, and as you get high enough, you also see that there are from the ground what would really just look like very small like random formations from just the craziness that is this area, but because they blend in with many of the other like sharp outcroppings of stone and various arcane material that dot the Blight Shore. But from here you can see that there are 7 that give off a bright blue shine when the sun hits them, and these 7 are equidistant from each other and equidistant from this sigil.
Okay, so how far are they from me?
So they would be, if you were right over the sigil, each one would be 100 feet.
All right, I will fly to one.
Okay. Approaching this, you see a name crafted upon it. I'm not sure if you necessarily recognize the language of the name, but you can read the script. and it is the name Nalfaner.
Okay. So I fly to the next one.
Fly to the next one. See the name Intritid.
Fly to the next one.
Okay. You're going to fly to them?
Uh-huh.
Very cool. Okay. All right. So the names here. So Nifina, Intritid, Utherion. Hymel, Ernay, Hoplin, and Sarai Kin Tai, written in 3 spaces.
Okay. So I'm going to I guess I would head over back.
Actually, head on back. All right. You head back. You see what they've been able to do. Anything in particular you want to do here?
Is this the opening?
As I'm like halfway, like setting into repel. Yeah, this is it. Or an opening at least.
Okay. So I just cast light on my helmet and fly down.
Wait, you do have light.
Yeah.
I just keep.
Oh, at this point, Bryker kind of puts his things, and there's a bunch of light orbs that come out of his hand that light down.
I
What?
have no words.
Really? Do you want me to help you find some?
I just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, Dizzy will pass everybody eventually. She goes like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Sorry. You have Bryker is socially adept for a fae, just not necessarily.
Silver's just going to shrug because now it just means she has more oil flasks to light people on fire.
Okay. Very good. Then we continue down into the depths here, and as we finally get into the Underdark, we will take our break. Back in 15 minutes. Alrighty. Lulu.
Hello.
Do that.
Right. As I go through here, Dizzy, give me a perception check, please.
Not good. 7. Wait, perception. 7. What kind of day is this?
Amazing. All right. And you fly down. Then Rip, you're going next. Correct?
Oh, yeah. However, whatever the order is in regards to, like, I started climbing. I don't know if Silver started climbing after me, or if she now has a way to levitate or something.
No, I was gonna go last.
Oh, okay. Perception check, you said?
Yes.
12.
Hey.
I'm just gonna keep rolling these dice until the average comes out better.
I don't know. You're the only one having these issues. Oh, I know. Everyone else got pretty good.
Well, tonight I'm having bad rolls, so
Yeah, I know. I also wanted to die. Maybe you are using GM to die. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm just busting Mass Chop because I'm using the GM Bale.
I am too.
Oh, here we go. Hey,
I'm rolling 7s and 9s.
it's almost like it's actually random. It was good and bad. All right. Okay, in that case, give me an athletics check, please, Rip.
Okay. I am in full climber's gear, so I don't know if that's affecting anything. 20. Or excuse me, 18.
18. Okay. You move down, and there's a large stalactite, about 50 feet in diameter that you climb past, and a large eye opens in it and teeth. But then 3 claws come out as you hear and grabs your daggers that you have upon you. How many daggers do you have? You're muted. How many?
5.
5. Okay. So grabs and the 5 daggers, and you see him throw the daggers in their mouth. And then they go and move themselves into this stone once more.
Sounds like they were hungry.
Something just ate my daggers. I'd like to crack the light and be holding that up, and then push out or activate my assassin's bracers, so I still have a dagger in each hand, or in each hand, and I'm gonna look for this thing.
Okay. You look, you can sort of see where it seems the rock has been displaced, but you do not see it otherwise.
I'm gonna, because I can hang with the setup with this climber's kit. I'm gonna pull out the crowbar and smack where I see the like stone is funky.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding. And a claw comes and grabs the crowbar or tries to make an athletics check.
25.
5. Roop's got some muscles on them.
I'm a strength-based ranger.
Very nice.
with athletics proficiency.
All right. And you're able to hold on to it as it kind of groans and moves back into the rock.
Okay. So it let go?
It did. I would say Dizzy, this action, you're able to see it. Like, generally, kind of thing, you're all aware something strange.
So I just see something come out of the wall.
Yep, and eat some daggers and go back in.
Well, I mean, I can move the rope away from the wall.
I want my daggers back.
Okay. Well,
that's the one Takel gave me. Like the magic one. When it comes out, I don't know, to scare it or something. Use your magic. I'm gonna hit the spot again.
What?
Okay.
Or if I can hit the spot and then be ready, since I have extra attack, to grapple it back. I'm gonna pull this damn thing out the wall.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
With my mimic cloak ready.
You hit it. It does not lash out.
It probably heard you.
From the
It didn't
top
seem
of,
intelligent.
from where the piton is, can I see them? Like, how far down are they about?
At this point, they're about 60 feet down.
That is still within short bow range. So, hearing the struggles of my companions, I'm going to like pull out my short bow, and the next time I see like whatever it is, kind of like jump out of the wall, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, so you got your bow ready.
Are we sure it's going to come back? Because I don't know if it's going to come back. I feel like it's not going to come back. I guess we could try to stab it.
I just start wailing on the wall with the crowbar. Give me back my daggers!
Rip, I'm hearing a lot of aggression coming from you. Do we need to do our cleansing breaths?
I'm not losing another dagger to some random creature like coming up upon me while I'm in a vulnerable position.
I
already lost the one that Gogo gave me. I'm not losing to Kells also.
Actually, I believe that one broke. You didn't lose it.
I don't have it anymore, thus it is lost to me, Silver.
All right, so you bang, bang, bang. There doesn't seem to be a reaction.
Well, I guess we can keep banging, or I mean, can't we just buy a new knife?
Sure, I guess when you have as much money as you have, a knife doesn't really mean much. And I just start climbing down.
I think Bryker starts to take anything he has, like weapons and stuff, and wraps them so that they're not exposed. Puts them in and begins falling down. And how many feet was this? Rope?
I don't exactly know how the climber's kit works because I know like normal climbing you can, but I have 100 feet of rope, total. So I guess once I'm harnessed in, I would have to tie. Well, actually, I don't exactly know how, because I know normally climbers they like hook new spots and then when they come down they bring it all back down. But so I have 100 feet of rope total.
You have people following you.
Yeah, so I only have 100 feet of rope total.
Okay. So you get down to about 100 feet, and you have not reached the bottom as of yet. With your up in the obsidian on the surface.
Dizzy, how much farther down is it?
Well, I don't know.
Can you gauge it for me, please?
Can I gauge it?
Yes, like estimate, fly down and see where the bottom is. And tell me about how far down it is.
I feel like it's below us, but
I'm talking about the floor. I'm out of rope. I don't have any more rope.
You need more rope. I can get you more rope.
I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, hold on a second. And I'll reach into my satchel and I pull out 50 feet of rope. And I tie it to the bottom of the rope that's there.
Okay. Come down another 50 feet and come to the end of the rope.
Do we need more?
Well, how much do you all weigh?
With all my gear, like 300 some odd pounds.
300 some odd pounds, okay. And silver?
I weigh like
almost 400 pounds. Or
no.
400 pounds, Dizzy, with all my gear.
Oh.
I'm 190 and I've got a half plate on and a bunch of stuff.
So if I was to half that weight in total, how much weight would that be?
200.
And that's everybody?
Just me.
Just you.
Silver, do you have more rope? I think we're gonna just have to have Dizzy. We're gonna have to just have Dizzy fly back up, and like collect everything for us.
You wanna know something funny?
No, I just want some rope.
I just realized I have Featherfall. Remember that magic ring?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it in limbo.
It lets me cast Featherfall.
I thought you got rid of that or gave it to Ray.
Yeah, well, she
Or
gave it back
something.
to me.
That would have been nice to know. So I'm already this far down. I still need some rope.
Okay, I'm coming
Okay.
down.
Okay, I think I can do this.
I
Unless you all want to do
I
that.
have more rope if you want to come up and get it from me.
I mean, I can shrink all of you.
How can you
And
shrink
then-
all of us?
Yeah, I can shrink all of you. It'll put you so your weight will be down to 1/8 of whatever it is now, and then I can
How
just
are you
carry you.
shrinking all of us?
I just do magic.
You can shrink multiple people at once.
I don't know. I've never tried it before.
Then how can you can?
Okay. Remember, Rip doesn't necessarily know more about magic. Like, just one of those things, unless you feel like you will.
I've got like 4 spells.
Right, but that doesn't mean
I have no. That's what I'm saying for Dizzy's things. Like I have 4 spells. That's the only magic that I know.
So I'm just saying, if
I've got no clue.
right. That's what I'm saying. If she says she can shrink you, you might just be like, oh, she can shrink me.
Yeah.
Or if you want to jump. I mean,
I'm not jumping.
All right, let me fly down real quick. I'm gonna see how far this is. I'll be right back.
Oh, just that thing I asked you to do 5 minutes ago.
I had this idea just now.
So Dizzy, you fly down, and you go down and down. From this point, probably about 850 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a carved road as this opens up massively into what seems to be rocky boulders, and then you can see like a type of vegetation way off in the distance that starts about 50 feet from the road. You smell seems like water. Like there's a roadway down here, something that was carved for traveling.
Okay. All right,
But it's 1,000 feet from the entrance down, and I believe you've gone 150 feet. At least Rip has. Oh, so that should have been 850 feet lower.
All right. And are there any like really long vines down here?
Make a perception check.
That is 23.
Okay. Searching. You go to more where there seems to be vegetation. You can see that there are several streams that seem to run amidst some of the rocks. You must have their source somewhere, or they flow into something. You're not sure right here. But there is this vegetation that grows, but nothing as long as vines. There is at least vines hanging. There is like some thick ivy-like substance that if you'd want to take some time and harvest, be kind of a project to make like some ivy rope. It might take an hour or two.
So that's a plant, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Speak to Plants.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Queen Honeystar. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
An honor to meet you, Queen Honeystar. I'm Creeper's Ivy.
Well, Creeper's Ivy, I have a bit of a problem. You see, my friends didn't realize they couldn't fly. And they are stuck like 150 feet up in the air right now. I'm trying to help them get down here. Would you be able to help me by like going up there and helping them climb down?
So Dizzy, it is 850 feet.
Right.
Okay. And
What did I say?
you said 150.
150.
I thought I said 850. Oh,
No.
okay. Well,
I thought that was just I didn't think it was Dizzy making the mistake. Hey, I can't move that far.
oh. No?
No. I believe the spell only gives them limited movement. It doesn't give them like crazy supernatural ability.
You'd need
Well.
a weekend for that.
Yeah,
It's
like they can make
just-
a path not difficult terrain with that spell, but it's not necessarily otherwise.
All right. Well. Okay. I guess
I mean, if they want to hang out for a few years, I can grow up that direction for you.
I'm sure they won't mind.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Thank you. So, what you do around here?
I lay here, soak up the water.
Have you seen a lot of people down here?
Oh, there's all types of things down here.
Like what?
Well, down that way, there's a lot of rats with big brains.
Rats with big brains.
Yeah, I can't go that direction. They chew on me.
Oh no.
So I can't grow much past that. Anything I grow that way get chewed on by the brain rats.
Well, I mean, if you were able to grow faster up, I mean, those people up there, they could help clear out those rats. If that-
Starts, you hear it
just
starting just to strain, and like you see a leaf quiver. Like it's a plant, unfortunately, with this magic.
Well,
I mean, I could try to make a soft landing.
yeah, that'll work. That'll
All right.
work.
And so here you do see it start to wiggle on the ground and start to like dig in and try to come over the path and become a little softer underneath where you think they might land.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good.
You know,
I'll
as
go
soft
tell
as
them.
leaves can get. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to fly up. All right. Good news. I met a plant.
What
And-
took you so long?
Well, I had to
You've been gone for like a half hour.
I had to negotiate. Anyway,
She's an expert negotiator.
yes, it takes time. You have to be contracts and stuff. So here's the thing. I told the plant if they cushioned our fall, that we would help them clear out a bunch of rats. And we have to
plant.
Yeah, and so we have to clear out this area anyway, so it's kind of win-win.
You can speak the plants.
Yes.
So how exactly are they going to get us down?
No, they're cushioning the fall. So all you have to do is let go. Fall.
So how far down
It's
was the rest of the way down?
Not far.
I don't think you know what distance is with your size relative to me, and the fact that you can fly.
Well, I mean, my size, if I'm telling you it's not far, that means it's probably even less far for you, right?
Your judgment thus far has not proven to be safe.
Such as?
Trying to murder my friends in front of me.
I did not try to murder anybody in front of you. That never happened.
Silver, I need you to start climbing down and undoing the anchors as you come, because apparently we've got a ways to go.
I was just gonna ask, is it safe to come down now?
Yes.
I don't know what stole my daggers, but it didn't come back out when I beat it in trying to take my crowbar.
Okay, I guess I'll just hide my weapons, and I'll ask it really nicely to
Just remember to undo the anchors as you're coming down. And bring down the rope, because it's a ways.
Okay, I was also thinking that if we all group up, I could cast Featherfall on us.
I don't know how far down it is or how that spell works.
It's not
Do you
far.
trust that it'll keep us safe? Because I'd really like to not die. We don't have a limbo portal here.
I'm pretty sure that it will work.
It'll work.
All right, well, I would still like all of our rope. Because I don't know the next time we're going to need this. And my anchors.
Alrighty. I'm gonna kind of like hide my weapons a bit in the best way I can, and start climbing down, unhooking the rope as I go, pulling out the pitons, and then I'll be like, Mr. Wall, you be kind and don't take our stuff, please. As I climb down.
So, okay, you say you're unhooking the pitons. What are you doing?
However it is that, like, it works that, like, I'm collecting the rope as I go down that Rip wants me to do.
Silver.
Okay.
So there's anchors.
Anchors.
That's part of the
Whatever.
climbers. Yeah.
Whatnot. I'm not really
Okay.
sure how it works.
So you're gonna
I've
go
never been rock
down.
climbing.
You're gonna put like another anchor in, and then you're gonna go back up, grab the piton out, and then come down.
I mean,
Is that how it works?
I
Silver.
don't know. I'm not actually a climber. I just bought a climber's kit.
I've never gone climbing before. I don't know how it works.
I can untie the rope when you're gone.
Oh. Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
Okay, cool. So you come a little bit down and you insert the anchor in, and you're like, okay. And after a moment, you just see a little bit of like nails and claws, and the anchor is brought in to the rock.
What anchor?
So it swallowed the anchor that the rope is attached to.
Right, but you still have the piton up top.
What's the anchor?
So it's got a rope in its mouth.
No, it just took the metal.
So I'm assuming it took it from Silver then. Since Silver's the one that was climbing. Because I can't go any further. I'm stuck at the
Right.
bottom.
So what
Okay.
Silver said, she put the anchor in the rock. Once she did,
Okay.
it went whoop, so she let go of it.
Ah. He's like, ah. So you like eating metal, I guess, huh? Okay, then. As I climb down just a little bit faster.
Okay. So you're above Rip. And there's still the rope's not gathered because you stood the piton up and you're just coming down.
So what now, Silver?
Is Brightburn down with us too?
Yeah, Bracken's gonna be in this.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use my ring and cast Featherfall on us, and then we're gonna jump.
Other way, you have to jump then Featherfall.
Oh, we're
You
gonna
know.
How
jump,
big?
and then
Also,
I'm gonna cast Featherfall on us.
how big is this tunnel that we're climbing down? Or are we about to pinball down, taking fall damage as we hit either side of this tunnel?
It's getting wider into like a large opening.
As we just pinball down the tunnel and are dead before we get to the 850-foot drop. All right, Silver. You tell me when, and I am just holding on and unclip myself from the rope.
So Featherfall lasts for a minute, and it's the
You don't
descent
you don't
was-
have you don't have a sense of how deep it is.
Okay.
Because all Dizzy is saying is not much.
It's not very far.
So you as the character have no clue. So trust in Dizzy. So you guys jump?
I think Silver trusts Dizzy, but not Dizzy to like in the set like the average sense. I don't think she trusts her on her speculations on Takel, but I think that's just because Silver's known Takel longer.
Okay. Okay.
So okay, ready, jump,
I jump when she says jump.
and then I feather fall us. Whoosh.
Okay. You float slowly down for about 600 feet before the spell ends.
And then we keep falling.
Yes. 150 more feet.
250 more feet.
Yes.
Because we went down 600.
Yes. 250 more feet. And you're falling straight through the air. Anything you want to do?
I have literally nothing.
All right.
Because I have no reaction spells or anything like that.
Let me see how many times I can cast this. I'm pretty sure the ring says only once. Yep, it says only once.
Okay. Then you fall down. Boom! You land as twigs and leaves grab you, and you knock your heads and shoulders against hard stone. It is going to half the fall damage here from helping Dizzy out. Therefore, you will take 36 bludgeoning each.
Dizzy, that wasn't a short drop.
Dizzy
How
will
are
hit
you
the
even queen? You're a moron. How is that anything close to not a lot?
Dizzy, you see Bryker draw blades.
Owie.
I'm up at the top getting the rope. I'm like 1,000 feet away.
Okay. If you can't hear it, Bryker won't react then. I thought you flew down with them, my bad. So
no, I got the rope.
Okay, so you're yelling, they're all like, "Rrr," and then Dizzy flies down with the rope.
Got the rope.
Thanks. Too bad you don't know what distance is.
I know what distance is.
That wasn't a short distance.
Short is relative.
At least for me, Molly, you broke up. I don't know if that was for anybody else.
Oh, I was like just like groaning. That wasn't a short distance.
The audio get weird for anybody else?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then it's just on my end, but I have no idea what you said, what Molly said, but I can hear the rest of you. Say it again?
I just said that wasn't a short distance.
Okay.
As I groaned in sadness.
And you find yourselves on top of these dark that seem to somewhat support you. Definitely cushioned your fall as you make out the beginnings of this path in this enormous place. It seems as though there's no ceiling, no walls. It is just underground, cavernous as far as the eyes can see. You realize that close by you looks like a carved road. Some of it looks like the sides were made from enormous claws, but the actual surface is smoothed out almost as if tooled air.
I crack the Rod of Endless Light so that way we can have some light as I dust myself off. I look around for any kind of writing.
Okay, make a perception check.
21.
You do see on one of the rocks nearby, there is an inscription. This is going to be an undercommon.
Which I understand already.
As you look, it is very old, like archaic form of the language. It's like the verb's placement is incorrect. What you know, adjectives are a little out of place. So you're like translating it from the ancient as you're kind of trying to read it, but it says roughly, sorry, it says roughly, oblivion's rise as it points one direction, and says new start in the other. It's very old.
Very old or
What?
very old, like pre-calamity old?
I mean, it's hard to tell. I think it's just
Okay.
the language part of it is just very past something that would be said long ago. So potentially.
Well, if there's an open road, I just start down it. In the direction of what would be Harry.
Okay. I think, what are you using to do directions here?
Well, I have my cartographers, so I'm orienting myself based off of what I understand my position to have been above ground.
Sure, I'm just saying how you would determine north. Does cartographers have a compass?
Let me check Xanathar's, because just the item doesn't say. Not the magnetic compass, no.
Okay. All right. So so you have to make a decision of how you might try to orient yourself.
You said there was a river?
There's a smell of fresh water, and there are streams currently.
I want to go upstream because I understand that water has to run down. So if it's running towards the ocean, going up would be more at least in the direction of where Harry is.
Okay. The Rip orients themselves and attempt. Are you just like kind of not saying anything to your people and just move in?
Yeah, the light found the direction that the water was going, and I'm going upstream.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Dizzy would recommend a short rest.
Silver like gets up, cracks her back in a weird direction. She's like, "Oh, that feels better." Shatterspike just kind of flies on down, and just like looks at her, and she's like, "Well, what were you doing? Nothing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
You see, Bryker has their clothes are have kind of inflated to be about 12 inches or 12 to 16 inches around their body now. He goes, "Oh, glad I had this on," and pulls something in the air, deflates. He begins folding it back into. It's really his pants because he doesn't have a shirt. He had cushioning pants.
Always thinking ahead.
Do those help you
You got it,
float in
Queen.
water?
In fact, that's what I made them for. Very good for chasing dryads.
Silver's going to whip out her book and take down some notes. Inflatable pants.
He looks at your book. Ooh, I like what you've been working on. He's very interested.
Yes, I've been trying to figure out how to make a mini catapult that shoots nothing but peas. And imagine if those peas could be turned into stone, or even, what if they were on fire? What if they
Flaming
exploded?
peas. Exploding flaming peas. That'd be really fun.
What if they were also poisonous? I still have that vial of poisonous moss.
Very interested. Looks at it. He's like, I'll take it. All right. So do you all want to take a short rest here? Sounds like. If
That's fine, but I definitely am not sitting with them.
Okay. Rip moves off by themselves.
For the sake of story, pets aren't allowed to die, so Shade was like around my neck while climbing, and I shielded him from the damage.
That's fine. Yeah, yeah. I don't-
In a strange way, I actually envisioned you like landing like on your face and Shade landing on your back.
I have a 14 dex. I'm not that uncoordinated.
When you're falling that height, you're going to land how you're going to land, I think.
No, people jump out of planes every day, and they can coordinate how they're falling.
At any rate, very good. Okay, so then you can go ahead and have your short rest here. Looks at the designs. Anything before that ends? Okay. You head towards Oblivion. Oblivion's Rise, to be specific. It seems like Rip gets out and kind of goes ahead of everyone, just sort of grumpy and irritated. Anything else about how you're going to be traveling here?
Not while I'm on the road. Like, there's a literal paved road, so I'm just going to be listening out for potential monsters, and then if I hear a commotion, I will cast Pass Without a Trace. But I'm not going to just have it up because I don't know how long we're going to be traveling before I actually need it.
Is it?
I am flying, so probably close to the ceiling.
Okay, that'd be 1,000 feet up. You wouldn't have sight of it.
Probably not close to the ceiling.
Okay.
1,000 feet below the ceiling. In fact.
Okay. Cool.
Silver's gonna have Shatterspike kind of like just like flying like around them, just like I don't know, maybe doing figure 8 kind of like movement, or just like staying near them kind of thing. And she's gonna be like humming a little tune, a bit like "We're on the road again," but without any words, kind of thing.
This is exciting. The falling part wasn't as fun, but this is exciting.
All right. In that case, as you continue, travel about 2 hours along the road, and you see cave, rock, looks like different plants and fungus. There are various streams, some that occasionally intersect the road and you have to step over. Smell water, it might be more in the distance. It's hard because your lights do not go, full. You realize that this is almost as if you were traveling above. There's wilderness past this rocky path, maybe not entirely organic, but things all the same. There's the sound of animals, beasts that kind of echo across the ceiling. And the distance, your light comes upon a large carriage that is illuminated by a pair of fluttering tallow lanterns. The light catches a painted sign that's hanging from the side. It says Fiddleplitz's Potions and Balms. 2 giant lizards flick their tongues anxiously in the air as you see a gray-skinned gnome busses with a broken wheel. This thick apron covered in suits and sweats and white hair standing on end. Blasted thing! This'll be the end of old Fiddlebits, eaten by some damn beastie. Looking around, sees you in the light. Who goes there? They pull a hand crossbow out and points it shakingly.
Whoa there, friend, and I've just like light in one hand, other hand up. We're just travelers. There's 3 more behind me. One's flying. My name's Riparian.
Fiddleplitz.
Seems you busted a wheel there. Did you need some assistance?
You can help. That'd be great.
And so I'll approach and I'll take a look at it. I don't have the proficiency currently, just from my trance. I can fix it. Do you have tools by any chance?
It looks like he does. He has a set of carpenter's tools.
Well, I'm not going to be able to fix this tonight, but I can draw upon my ancestors. It's an elf thing. And I can work on it tomorrow. But at least you won't have to be here in the dark alone.
That'd be great if you can help.
What are you doing down here, if you don't mind my asking? We found this road and we're surprised that there was a road at all.
Why would you be surprised there's a road?
Because we thought the Underdark was mostly uncivilized terrain.
Well,
and the signage was super, like it was like super old Undercommon. So I figured this would basically be abandoned.
well, it is old. You kind of got to know your way with the signs. But yeah, no, there's cities. I was on my way to one up that direction. Sorry. Draco's Waste. That's what it's called. To sell my wares, actually.
Have you ever been to a place called Harry?
Yeah, actually. You know Harry. Yeah. They don't like most of my stuff, but too pricey for the likes of them. A little quaint, but nice enough.
Tent settlement to be able to break down when adventurers come thinking that they own the expanses of everywhere they go.
But plenty of cities are down here. I mean, a few weeks travel between them. But
Could you help me mark them on a map that I've started? Or if you have a map that I could copy?
I don't know. The map is in here. I don't really. I kind of just know the way the roads go.
Oh, fair enough. And I look to see if Silver, Dizzy, and Briker have like come up at this point. Like, where are they?
I don't think they were too far behind. So you all approach and see this scene before you.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello. Good to meet you. Your friend said you might be able to help me tomorrow. We could spend the night together.
Help with what?
The wagon here. Broke a wheel.
Oh. That is too bad. Can we take a look?
Yeah. You think you can fix it now? That'd be great.
Could I possibly attempt to fix it? Because I have Tinker's tools and I'm proficient with land vehicles.
As a percent of the land vehicles, and he has carpenter's tools, so yeah, I would say you can go ahead and give me can do I'll keep it sleight of hand advantage. Try to fix.
I could take a look at it. A nat 20 or 31.
Okay,
Amazing.
Tom, relax.
Absolutely. You gather all around, are able to lift up the carriage, move the wheel, set it, begin repairing this broken wheel, getting the spokes ready, and get it back on. It takes about an hour. As goes, thanks, and he kind of leaps into his carriage and comes out and grabs 4 potions of healing. Goes, just my way of saying thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you see they seems to have quite a few potion bottles. What looks like a spell scroll in there and other things. Like you can see spell regents and that type of stuff.
And I'm sorry, what was his name again?
Fiddleplitz.
Fiddleplitz. We climbed down a extremely deep shaft to get down here, and something in the walls ate my daggers. You don't happen to have any that I could buy off of you, do you?
Daggers. You know what? Let me see. And starts to search for a few minutes before he comes up with 2 daggers. Goes, tell you what, we'll call it 5 silver apiece.
That is greatly appreciated. I just hand him the 1 gold.
Yeah. Anything, I'm trying to help out.
Oh, yeah. And then Silver pulls out her 2 boot daggers to be like, here you go, Rip. I forgot I had these.
Those are your boot daggers.
Yeah.
You can't just be walking around without boot daggers.
Well, then, She puts one back.
I
Now you have
appreciate it.
another one.
And I put that into my own boot.
I think that wall thing just likes eating metal stuff.
Have you ever read anything about that in all your time at the library and just reading in general?
Um,
Oh, did you irritate a Zorn?
A what?
A Zorn. Well, you don't like metal out here, or gems, or coins too much, and keep all my stuff locked away.
I mean, they were just on my person and we were climbing down. I didn't have much. They were in their scabbards.
Yeah,
So
you don't really want them out anywhere. Like, just I'd
So-
say you want to keep your stuff like just as much out of like sight. You don't want them to be able to smell those things. They get hungry.
so
how do they move
eat
through the
it?
walls like that?
I don't know. How do you walk on the road?
Okay, I guess that's just their natural way of moving then.
So do they like burrow through, kind of like worms or moles?
No, they become the rock.
Wow.
They would just glide through. They are from ones down here found their way from the plane of Earth. They go quite hungry, actually. They don't. It's not a good habitat for them, but they have a hard time finding their way back. So they're usually very hungry. Speaking of hungry, as they come in and they grab this loaf of bread that they have wrapped up and they put it on this plate, and they grab some glasses and they touch this little silver plate that they place this bottle on, and they begin pouring some warm malt cider. And they have this berry bread, and they put it on. They go, at least I can do is say thank you again if you want a snack or something. They begin cutting a little bit for themselves and put it in front of them. They go, do you want any?
Sure. Thank you.
If you're serving. Any for your fairy?
It's not my fairy. They're their own person.
Oh, so sorry. I'm excuse me. I'm Fiddleblitz. What's your name?
I am Queen Honeystar of the Feywild.
Well, my Queen Honeystar. New bow. May I offer you a snack?
No, thank you.
Excellent.
What do you know about King Harry?
Real quick. Yeah. King Harry. I mean, rules Harry. Decent enough fellow, as long as you don't break any laws.
Laws?
Yeah, like, don't steal, don't murder. Laws.
Any other laws?
Sure, there's others. Those are the big ones. I've never lived there, just kind of passed through.
How many people are in this kingdom?
I don't know. Market Squares usually has a few hundred.
100?
I mean, in the Market Square, I don't know how many are there. I mostly just pass through places.
Is it busy?
Fairly.
How many buildings?
I mean, they have tents mostly. But, so, if you're not a citizen, you're only allowed in the main market and kind of in the throne area and some of the streets. The housing areas are off limits and guarded. So I can't tell you a lot as far as how much it goes into things. We're not allowed in that area.
Oh, so they don't like visitors.
I'm okay with visitors. They just don't like visitors near their homes. They're okay with them being in the marketplace and the public houses.
Is it because do you think they're hiding something?
Can't say.
Is that normal for people not to be allowed in homes?
I mean, what do you mean normal?
Well, I'm just curious. This is the first kingdom in the Underdark I'll be visiting. I, I'm just curious if this is normal. I mean, you probably travel a bunch of places, right?
Oh, I get what you're saying. I mean, some of the places have different regions they let you go. Others are very open. Sort of depends.
Oh,
Tizzy, do you normally just walk into strangers' homes?
what do you mean?
Like, you're saying, oh, they're not allowed in their homes. Yeah, if I didn't know you, I wouldn't want you just walking into my house.
I'd fly.
I wouldn't want you entering my abode uninvited, is what I'm saying. So
Why
why is
not?
that weird? Because if I didn't know you, you'd be a stranger just coming into my home uninvited.
I don't wait, hold on. So if I was wanting to visit your house, you wouldn't let me in?
If I didn't know you previously, probably not. I'd expect a knock at the door and be like, "Oh, hello, who are you?
Oh,
What can I help you with?"
that's interesting. So it is normal.
To not walk into people's houses uninvited, yes, that is
Okay.
normal.
Well, that is good to know.
And I just keep sipping the mulled wine.
Would you mind if I looked at your wares?
Of course, anything you'd like to see.
Does this person have a filter of love?
Amazing. You look through, they do not. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Well, I'm cool.
Anyway, just Silver, did you take, like, he just offered it to everybody?
Oh, yeah, I took some. I took some sipping it. I offer it to Shatterspike, and Shatterspike looks at it like, "Why would you put this in my face?" And she's like, "Fine then, more for me."
Well, I'm collecting potions.
Okay. Very good. So, yeah, you start to look through everything here. It's cool. Yeah, he looks around and he talks to you. And ultimately, he's like, "I have a potion of climbing. Um,
Hmm.
got acid resistance, fire resistance, poison resistance.
Hmm.
I got a spell scroll here.
What's the spell scroll?
Well, this is to make an arrow of acid. Quite fun.
Hmm? So, Silver's head kind of just like snaps.
And does look and finally does find a filter of love for 150 gold.
Hmm. What does it look like?
There is a pink jeweled heart that rests in a glass vial. In it, you can kind of see there's a bubbly pinkish fluid.
Okay. That's a very nice potion. I have 3 potions.
Good for you.
How many do you have?
About 7.
That's pretty good. If you gave me a potion, we'd be just about even.
Fair enough. And did you want the filter of love?
Yes.
Here you go.
How much is that spell scroll?
That is 100 gold.
So he
Silver's
would-
going to look at her bag and be like, I'll take it.
So this man just gave me a potion?
Mhm.
Okay. I would ask if he has anything I can pour it in. Whoop. No sound.
Oh
No.
All right. How's that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
He has the glass of mulled wine that
No. I have like a bottle.
kind of looks at the wine, tops off all the glasses, and hands you the bottle of wine.
Okay. So I would take the filter, pour it into the wine bottle, and cork it, and then put that in the satchel and hand him back the original bottle.
Thank you.
I would definitely take note of that.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna
silver. Oh yeah, what?
I'm gonna buy the spell scroll.
All right, it's 100 gold. That's a spell scroll of Melf's acid arrow. All right.
When you have a second, Matt, can you pop his name into the notable NPCs?
Got it.
So that I could not, for the life of me, even attempt to start spelling his name.
While I'm doing that, I need silver
Second level.
and Rip. Please make Constitution saving throws.
$11.
Saving throws.
9.
Okay. So, case. You both feel very, very tired.
I'm magically immune to sleep.
It's not magic.
Oh, okay.
And you both fall asleep.
What? Why are you?
Oh, that must have been more tired than I thought they were.
I guess, but they just rested like literally half an hour ago.
Huh? Well, you said they had quite a climb, didn't you?
Well, that was after the climb. Wait a minute. What did you put in that stuff?
Put in what?
In the food. the drink?
Oh. I mean, just poison.
Oh, well, they're immune to poison. Because they had a hero's feast.
Ooh. I guess that's true, because you did have that the very last one.
And it's active for 24 hours.
I got that. All right. In that case, y'all didn't feel anything, and you felt no effects from it.
Wayne's World. So I would imagine the shopkeeper is confused.
Well, he's kind of going with it right now, but yeah. This is awkward RP, but yes.
Well, it was nice meeting you. Do we want to sleep here?
In the middle of the road?
Oh, I guess you did fix his stuff, so I guess that's not necessary.
Yeah. I still have some energy.
We can travel for a couple more hours.
Which direction are we going in again, Rip? You're the one with the map.
According to Fiddleplitz, there's a city if we follow this this road here. He said about 2 weeks travel, though I don't know how far out he is from the last one. He called it Draco's Waste. What kind of people live in Draco's Waste?
It's like all sorts: goblins, hobgoblins, a few Durgar. Just kind of a mix and match.
Fair enough. So what do you guys want to do? Travel for another couple hours?
Yeah, at least till we sleep.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're heading in the other direction then, since you just came from there, or am I mistaken?
Mm-hmm. That'd be right.
Well, have a good one.
It's nice meeting you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the drink and the potions and this girl.
Yep.
All right.
He was a very nice guy.
He really was. Not a bad bone in that one's body.
Yeah. You go away, you will hear him chanting a spell.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I'm sorry, you don't hear him chanting a spell. I lied. As you get away, I do need this for a charmed effect.
Mm.
And I need wisdom saves.
I think we have advantage on those.
Yep.
Okay.
19.
20.
Ooh, 21.
What did Rip get?
19.
19. Okay. Double check for. Oh. Bycro kind of stops as you see these beautiful colors like an aurora borealis move around you, and he just starts staring at them. Ooh.
Riker?
We're aware that magic was cast on us, yes?
I mean, you see lights.
Oh, okay.
There's just lights that have come up.
And you said we didn't hear him casting.
Correct.
Okay.
Riker.
I shake it.
Doesn't really respond.
pinch him to try to get him to wake up since I'm not sure what's happening.
Okay. So for this case, actually, go ahead, roll initiative.
Sure.
Oof.
Hmm.
9.
8.
Okay. Good. All right. So Rip, you do so, and Breck goes, "Oh, my goodness." And then Fiddleplitz is going to run up here to Dizzy.
Okay.
And will attempt to strike. Takes 2 swings, both which will miss. And then will force a wisdom saving throw.
That one is a dirty 20.
20, very good. And in that case, no effect, as though you're very aware this thing has attacked this person. And Silver, it is your turn.
Hey! Silver is going to.
I had a 20 initiative.
I know your action was to wake
Oh
up.
my! Oh, okay.
Silver's gonna spin around and kind of she's been carrying like as they melt, like she'll like have other ones around using like her Ray of Frost cantrip, like creating like frosty like drips of
Nice.
icicles. And she's shoots out her new spell, an icicle javelin, just like throws it at this guy attacking Dizzy.
Okay.
For 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Is he are we like in an open space so there's no wall for him to bump into?
There are no walls, correct.
Okay. That is fine. Oof. A 2 and a 1. 7 cold
Ooh.
damage.
Nice. Okay. Takes the 7 damage. Very good. And with that, Queen Dizzy.
All right. I will go ahead and cast Nethair's Mischief.
Nice.
Wait, I don't think I can get him because somebody is in his way. Never mind. In that case,
He's right there. I don't know if you're...
it's a cube, and I'd hit somebody else if
Okay.
I put a cube on him. So in that case, I will have to change that up. I will do. I will cast Suggestion,
Okay.
and that's a Wisdom save.
And that's charmed.
It is. It's an. No,
It's a charm effect.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know.
It says it does it say they would be charmed if they fail.
It doesn't. Wait. Yeah. So if they can't be charmed, they're immune.
It does not work.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I will use my bonus action. And I will jump using Twilight Step 30 feet behind him.
Okay.
And I guess, yeah. So he'll take oh god, this is so weirdly worded. 5. Oh, it's a +5 to hit. Okay, that's what I'm confused about.
Okay.
It's 23 to hit,
It's going to hit.
and that'll do 5 fire damage.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Fire burns, though he doesn't look singed at all. But it feels like damage was made.
All right.
Anything else?
Yeah, I will use my movement to fly up 30 feet.
You got it. In that case, Dizzy, there's a buzzing in your head, and there's like enormous headache as it's almost like screeching. I need an intelligence saving throw. Did you get Dizzy?
11.
11. Okay. In that case, that's going to be 6 psychic damage.
Is that from a spell?
Nope. It's an ability.
Okay.
Oops. All right. Riker moves behind the wagon. He is not a fighter. And we'll go back up to Rip. It's your turn.
Turning towards him and pulling out the 2 daggers that he sold to me. I just look at him and said, "You really picked a bad day for this." And I will cast Hunter's Mark on him and move to flank him with silver.
Got it.
Uh, 18
18 hits.
for 12 damage. 19 for 10 damage. And 10 damage.
What was the last one to hit?
That's 22.
Okay, for 10 more damage.
Yeah, as I've Hunter's marked him and commenced.
Perfect. Anything else?
That's all I got.
And all right, he's going to reach out and attack Rip. First one is 15, which misses. Second is a dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, smacks you, and as you take these out, and as you take the blades out, you notice there's no wounds on the body, and that is going to be 11 bludgeoning damage as it strikes you, and 3 psychic.
And I drop my Hunter's mark.
And then I need a wisdom saving throw.
17.
Okay, very good. Then the body dissolves and becomes a puddle and then nothing. With a smile, it goes, see you soon. Silver.
Okay. So I can't hit him because he's like become a puddle. And I can't attack the puddle, right?
The puddle's essentially gone. It like dissolved.
Okay. Then I will hold an attack with my rapier. Charged with booming blade for when he reappears.
Okay. Dizzy.
I'll go into the wagon here.
Okay.
And I'll start swiping stuff in here.
Yeah, very good. Start loading up. Very cool.
And I'll also get Silver her money back.
100%.
And Rip too if he bought anything. I can't remember.
It was only a gold.
Okay.
It was the 2 daggers.
All right. Bryker is going to begin to help you. Waste not, was not, Queen. And starts to help you go through. And Rip, it is your turn.
Where are the lizards?
They are attached to the wagon.
I get on the wagon and say, let's go, Rip. Or let's go, Silver. You can drive these things, right?
Probably.
Let's go.
We got a vehicle.
And then since I'm not actually doing anything, can I hold Hunter's mark for when he comes back?
Sure.
Or if he comes back?
You got it. Silver.
Okay. Then I'm going to scamper on over to the vehicle, and because I don't know if these are the beasts technically, because I could talk to animals for free. I'll be like, if you guys listen, we'll feed you so much food that you will be happy endlessly. As I hop on, you'll be like, okay, let's go.
All right. Make an animal handling check.
I'm gonna use one of
Not
those
land vehicles?
I mean, I was talking to him, so
That's fair.
yeah. I'm gonna use one of the inspirations.
Yeah.
For a dirty 20.
All right. They seem quite happy that this person's gone. And they look, they're like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," and the wagon with its new wheel begins to move its way forward. And if there's no objections, you continue down the road.
Yep.
Hop on. Move your way into the Underdark.
Was that guy gonna rob us? Did we just rob a guy who was gonna rob us?
I'm pretty sure he robbed somebody else for this stuff, if I had to guess.
Probably.
So
Some money
far,
back
I'm
there.
not a fan of this part of the Underdark. Multiple things that I couldn't hit.
Was there any money back here?
I'll get right there, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries. But yeah. So, sorry. Got. My gosh, my tongue just stopped working. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you begin moving your way. Anything as you go. You now have lanterns on the side of this that do produce light. Your lizards seem to know the way. Very good.
The signage, was it like painted on the side? Was it literally just a sign?
It was like a painted sign that was attached.
I would pull that down.
Okay. Make your way. There is in addition to whatever gold you gave this person, there is an additional 100.
Okay, so I give the people back the gold they spent here, and since there's 4 party members with Neferin, that's 25 gold apiece.
So it's actually, I have it written here. I just was saying stuff before I got to my notes. The 127 gold pieces, 62 silver pieces. There is a dose of drow poison.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go and write those things down too. Dose of drow
See a
poison.
small it's just in a small box that seemed to have been opened. As well as 2 more potions of healing.
Okay.
A potion of climbing and a potion of resistance for acid, fire, and poison. 3 separate potions.
Acid, fire, and poison. Okay. Right, I'm putting all that just in inventory for now. So you said 62 silver, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's... Wait, well then, I can't math right now. 62 silver is...
That's 6.2 gold, if that's what you're going.
Okay, yeah. So I'll give the difference to whoever wants it. So basically 25 gold and 6 silver and whatever people spent money on here.
Yeah.
127 gold, 62 silver.
Oh, there's 127?
Yeah, there's 127 gold,
Oh.
and 62 silver.
All right.
If
So
you
27
have that,
gold extra.
if you have that copy paste, that list, I made like a loot channel for you to just easily be like, okay, this is the loot you got. Now we know for that day.
Sure.
Instead of like having to scroll through mid-game chat where we kind of just talk about the game sometimes.
So yeah, that's at least 6 additional gold for everyone. And then there's just 3 gold left over, I guess. Which, whoever needs that gold, just take it, because I don't need it.
I will take it.
Okay. So that's 31 gold plus however 6 silver.
Nope, 62 silver divided by 4.
Which was 6.
That's, well, you keep saying silver then, so 6 additional gold. So 37 gold and 7 silver.
7 silver. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. For each person. Just fully split.
All right.
All right. I have
Sitting
all
next
now.
to sitting next to Silver as she's driving the cart. Rip is just fuming, like full bull breathing out the nose. He is not having a good time of it today.
All right, and you're fully getting out of Dodge here, right?
Yeah. Just fully like, oh, see us later? Cool. We're taking this and leaving. Good luck keeping up with the lizards. Like, fuck right off.
You safely make your way, leaving them to their own devices, plots, and plan. And we'll end for tonight. If you're watching, thank you so much, and we will see what comes of that and what lies next in the Underdark